has organized this university level webinar of soft skill development program. Extend a warm welcome to our speaker for today, Associate Professor Nelson Daniel, our Director Dr. Miss Ansi Jose, Principal Professor Dr. Maushmi Datta, Vice Principal and IQAC Coordinator Dr. Mona Mehta, and I would also thank our Area Coordinator of Western Suburban District of University of Mumbai and NSS Program Officer Dr. Vivek J. Chaube and Dr. Vaishali Godeshwar, and Head of English Department Ms. Neeta Dhote, Convener of the Professor Nankishore Sonar Sir, NSS Program Officer of our district, NSS faculty and student participants from guest and host colleges. It is our tradition to begin our program with our college anthem and followed by the NSS song.
Hello.
Yes, sir. I guess there's some network issues. He will play in
Okay,
second.
okay.
सत्य की ही राह पर चलने की शक्ति दे मुझे,
सत्य की ही राह पर चलने की शक्ति दे मुझे,
झूठ भ्रष्टाचार से लड़ने की शक्ति दे मुझे,
झूठ भ्रष्टाचार से लड़ने की शक्ति दे मुझे,
ये सभी
भावना राष्ट्रीय हो रहे भाईचारे से सभी,
दूसरे के दर्द दुख से मुंह नहीं मोड़े कभी,
दूसरे के दर्द दुख से मुंह नहीं मोड़े कभी,
मदद की ये भावना तुझे के दुख को मिटा सकूं,
मदद की दे भावना तुझे के दुख को मिटा सकूं,
दे विधाता ज्ञान वह भारत भविष्य बना सकूं, दे मुझे स्वर भारती। MKS विद्यालयों से प्राप्त शिक्षा महान हो,
MKS विद्यालयों से में कीर्ति कमा सकूं,
भारत भविष्य बना सकूं, भारत भविष्य बना सकूं।
Thank you, everyone. Before we begin, I would like to read out the rules once. Participants are requested to keep their video off and audio on mute. Please do not present the screen during the webinar. If you have any questions during the webinar, please type them in the chat box. We have set time aside for questions towards the end of the webinar. Without further delay, our volunteer Dheeraj will introduce our speaker for today, Associate Professor Nelson Daniel. Over to you, Dheeraj.
Before the introduction, I would like to play the NSS song first.
जगे स्वराष्ट्र के लिए जगे जगे, स्वयं सजैव सुंदरा सवार दे, स्वयं सजैव सुंदरा सवार दे। हम उठे गजब हमारे संग साथियों, हम बढ़े तो सब बढ़ेंगे अपने आप साथियों। जमीन पे आसमान को उतार दे, जमीन पे आसमान को उतार दे, स्वयं सजैव सुंदरा सवार दे, स्वयं सजैव सुंदरा सवार दे। बड़े बड़े बलों की शान ओढ़ती रहे धरा, तरक्कियों की एक नई कतार दे, ये जाति धर्म बोलियां बने न शूल राह की, बढ़ाए मेल प्रेम की अखंडता की चाह की, सद्भावना से ये उठे समाज के लिए उठे उठे, जगे स्वराष्ट्र के लिए जगे जगे, स्वयं सजैव सुंदरा सवार दे, स्वयं सजैव सुंदरा सवार दे, स्वयं सजैव सुंदरा सवार दे, स्वयं सजैव सुंदरा सवार दे।
Good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Nelson Daniel. He is an assistant professor and the senior most faculty member in the Department of Beach Autonomous, Malad, Mumbai. Dr. Daniel recently completed his PhD in English and has been actively pursuing his passion for social work alongside his career as a professor. Through his team of students, Dr. Daniel has been able to reach out to thousands of destitutes and provide them with full meals. He has also been working tirelessly for the past 6 years to uplift Adivasi villages and provide them with quality education. Recently, his team and he received the international award by the IMC Ramakrishna Bajaj Quality Award for their outstanding work in the field of social work. As a professor of English and communication, Dr. Daniel has lectured and conducted seminars in various colleges. He also organizes various activities throughout the year to help individuals overcome their fear of stage and English speaking. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much. Students, can you all see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. So it gives me an immense pleasure to be once again addressing the most vibrant team, I would call it as the National Service Scheme. Students who work throughout the year for the upliftment of the poor and the underprivileged, and students who serve the nation throughout the year should be very effective, in communication. And that is why NSS and the University of Mumbai has collaborated and started this soft skills development program for all of you. So it is very important, as a social worker and as a professor, the importance of communication. And why is communication so very important for a social worker? NSS students, all of you are into social work. Most of you are into hardcore social work. Some of you are into social work in various areas. So having good communication is very important. And that is why today I'm going to emphasize, if you see my slide starts with not the word, the word is not 7 C's of communication, but rather the word is communication and reputation. I hope you can see that, right? It's not 7 C's, but I've mentioned it as communication and reputation. So we are going to focus on the 7 C's, definitely. But along with that, we are also going to understand the importance of 7 C's in building your reputation and in building your personal image and your professional image. So communication, and if you have all the 7 C's, as the topic says, the 7 C's of communication: clarity, courtesy, completeness, correctness, conciseness, concreteness, and consideration. If you have all the 7 C's in your personal life, in your professional life, and in your social life, you will be more effective in every aspect of your work. As a student of NSS and as a student in your second or third year, and most of you would be in your first and second year, communication is extremely important. And some of us, or rather most of us, are not very effective in communication because there are some C's. Out of the 7 C's, there are some C's missing in your conversation. And we need to understand which are those 7 C's missing. So today in the session, when I take a session, I want you all to understand that these 7 C's are extremely important for the betterment of your communication. Starting with the first C, if you can see the slide, the first C is clarity. Clarity is the first C that we have in the 7 C's. Now, clarity is emphasizing on a specific message or goal at a time rather than trying to achieve too much at once. Now, why is communication so very important? Okay, communication is very important because you need to convey every message to your audience in a clear manner. Clarity is extremely important. Now, a lot of people are able to communicate, but they're not able to convey the message in a clear manner. And because of that, they are not able to communicate effectively and confidently. So boys and girls, the first C of communication, okay, there are 7 C's. The first C of communication that you need to understand is clarity, and clarity in every word you speak, and in every sentence you speak, and in every paragraph you frame, you must have immense clarity. And achieving clarity is not a very difficult task. Clarity is an extremely easy task, but provided you learn to read and you learn to write every day, you'll be able to increase your clarity every single day. Clarity makes understanding easier. When you have clarity in your message and when you have clarity of thoughts, it helps you to enhance the meaning of the message. I repeat once again, boys and girls, when you have clarity in your thoughts and clarity in what you say. The meaning of your message enhances, the quality of your message enhances, and it makes understanding easier. And a clear message makes use of exact, appropriate, and concrete words. Now we are on the first C, and the first C is so difficult. It is not easy, you know. Communication is easy, but effective communication, communication with clarity. Now, I'm not talking about communication today, but rather I'm talking about implementing the 7 C's of communication. And if you are able to implement all the 7 C's in your communication, you will become a very good orator and a very good communicator. Like most of you are in your first years, so you have almost completed 13 to 14 years or 15 years of your education, right from your junior KG, your senior KG, your first to 10th standard, 10 plus 2, 12 years, your 11th standard, your 12th standard, around 14 years. And if you are in your first year BCom or first year BA, 15 years. So most of you have completed around 15 years of education. 15 years of education, right from your junior KG till your first year BA or first year BCom or second year BA or second year BCom. Just think about this, dear students. After completing 15 years of education, why are you not effective in communication? The basic objective of education is to make you an effective communicator. It is not for by-hearting notes. It is not for just writing down randomly things. After 15 years of education, why aren't we able to communicate effectively in front of an audience? Why do we have stage fear? Why do we have anxiety? Why are we not able to express ourselves the way we want? Millions come and tell me sometimes, many a times, they come and tell me, sir, I want to express, but I don't have the words in my mind. I want to speak out, but I'm not able to express the way I want. What is the reason behind this, dear students? The reason behind this is clarity. And if you want to achieve clarity, you must work on your vocabulary. Okay, right now, for example, you may know 100 vocabulary in your minds, 100 vocabulary in your mind. You write your exams with 100 vocabulary, you chat with those 100 vocabulary, you speak with 100 vocabulary, and that vocabulary is never improving. You only sustain with that 100 words. You have to work on words every day. What does that mean? Every day you must learn new words. Every day you must learn to use new words in your conversation. If you stick to the old words and you keep relying on the old words, you will not enhance your clarity. And so if you want to enhance your clarity, boys and girls, remember, you must learn new words as much as possible. New words as much as possible. Okay. So going towards now, you know, we have this great, the former late president of our country, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Okay. He was known for his clarity. He addressed so many students on so many occasions, so many platforms, and wherever he spoke, he had immense clarity in the words that he spoke. And that is why you all know Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was called as the people's president. He was a very popular president. He was a very famous president. We all know him. And he was the missile man of India. Okay, the missile man of India. So first C of communication, if you want to be confident in your communication, and if you want to eliminate your lack of confidence, you need to work on a regular basis on your clarity. The second C of communication is courtesy. Now, you may be a good communicator, But if you don't know how to speak, what to speak, if you don't know how to respect people while you speak, if you don't know how to speak to people politely, okay, and gently, then your communication is not going to be effective. A good communicator learns to be courteous while he speaks to others. So, courtesy in message implies what? The message should show the sender's expression as well as should respect the receiver. So when I speak, I should be able to express my respect towards the receiver. Now I have around 92 students, in this meet. So all these 92 students are extremely important for me because all of you are the receivers of my message. All of you are listeners. So a good speaker should be able to respect all the receivers, respect all the listeners. If you are not able to respect your listeners, respect the receiver of your message. If you're not able to convey your message politely, then your communication will not be effective. Boys and girls, we all know English. We all can speak English. We can all chat in English. We can all write English. But I'm talking to you about how to be effective in English. There's a difference. Okay? Difference in both this. Okay, I know English bolna aasan hai, but I know to be effective in English is a completely different thing. And these 10 days of course has been organized to make you an effective communicator who can effectively express everything that he or she has in his mind to anyone at any time, at any occasion. That is what 7 C's of communication is all about. So when you are courteous, you always listen to viewpoints of others. You understand the feelings of others. You respect the opinions of others. A good communicator is always positive. What is positive over here? A good communicator listens to others' viewpoints and understands others' feelings. So when you do that, you become an effective speaker. An effective speaker is someone who considers the opinions, suggestions, viewpoints, ideas of everyone around him. Imagine if I'm a speaker and if I only have things to say, but if I'm not ready to listen to your viewpoints, if I'm not ready to listen to your ideas, how will you feel? Sneha, how will you feel? What is that? Praksha 547 NK NSS 547. How would you feel? NK NSS 547. What is your name?
Sir, my name is Prakshal.
Prakshant, how would you feel? Okay, now I'm trying to get a response from you because I'm trying to demonstrate courtesy.
Sir, can you repeat the
because
question one time?
My question is, if I'm a speaker, only keep speaking and I'm not ready to listen to your ideas, I'm not ready to listen to your points, I don't want to listen to your suggestions and your opinions, how would you feel, Prakshant?
Sir, we will feel bored.
And what else?
We will feel sleepy.
Sleepy. Why you will feel sleepy? I have a very good English. Why will you feel sleepy? Why should you feel sleepy?
Because the speaker is not interacting with us properly.
So what is the second C of communication? Courtesy. Courtesy means you may have good English, but along with having good English, you must be able to listen to the viewpoints of others. When you should be able to listen to the feelings, understand the feelings of others. You must be able to respect your listeners and you should not be biased. So when you are courteous, polite, soft-spoken, calm and composed, you enhance your reputation through your communication. You understand? So I have written communication and reputation. Prakshant and all the girls and boys whose camera is on, most of the people who are rude and harsh, okay, you always have a bad reputation about them, right? A bad image about them. But you always have a good image about people who are courteous. What is courteous? Polite. Anyone who is polite, you have a very good image about that person. But anyone who is harsh and rude, you always have a bad image about that person. So if you want to be an effective communicator, and if you want your communication to be very, very effective, the second C of communication that you must implement in your life on a day-to-day basis is courtesy. Courtesy means being polite while you speak to others. So first C is clarity, second C is courtesy. Speak with clarity and speak with courtesy. Who is this person?
Former President Barack Obama.
Barack Obama. Okay. Now, why am I showing his photo over here? Have you ever heard his speech? If not, after this lecture, you should go and listen to any of his speeches in the YouTube. Okay. I don't know whether I can show one video right now, but after your lecture gets over, see a video, see any video of Barack Obama's speech. You will see he speaks with a lot of clarity and also uses a lot of courtesy. And you all know he was president for how many times? 2 times. 2 times he became the president. Communication is completeness. Now, a good communicator has clarity. He must have courtesy. But the third thing is also very important. He must have complete information. In your exams, when you write answers completely, you get maximum marks. When you give incomplete information, you get less marks. When you give all incomplete information, you get least marks. So complete information is very, very important. A good communicator must convey all facts required by the audience. He must take into consideration the receiver's mindset and convey the message accordingly. So completeness is a very, very important C of communication. It develops and enhances reputation of an organization. I want to ask you, girls and boys, if you have 2 people in front of you, and both of them have the information that you want, but someone tells you that one person has complete information and the other person has incomplete information, and the person who has incomplete information happens to be your best friend, and the person who has complete information is a stranger, whom would you go to? क्वेश्चन समझ में आया? प्रशांत, क्वेश्चन समझ में आया? Can you hear me, Sneha, Prakshant?
Yes, sir.
क्वेश्चन समझ में आया आप लोग को?
No, sir.
I'll repeat. Be a good listener. Huh? I'll repeat. If you have 2 friends, okay, the answer is very obvious. Okay, but still I'm asking you, but I want the reasons. If you all have 2 friends and you want some information from both of them, and you know that both of the friends have the information that you want, but one person has incomplete information and he happens to be your best friend. Samjha, Prakshant? And the other person has complete information and he's a stranger to you. Okay, he's a stranger, you don't know him. whom would you go to for the information and why?
Sir, because I'll go to the stranger because he has full information about the thing what's happening.
So you understood what I'm saying? People
Yes.
will come to you. People will come to you only if you have complete information. Thank you, Shubham Gupta. Okay. So the third C is very important. You may have good English. You may have many words. You may have good accent. You may have good pronunciation. Okay. You may have excellent vocabulary. Excellent vocabulary. Everything is good. But if you don't have complete information, people will not approach you because it will not build your reputation. It will affect your reputation. A good communicator must always work on complete information because complete information develops and enhances the reputation of an organization. It is cost saving. If I give complete information to you, okay, it helps you a lot. Complete information always gives additional information wherever required. It leaves no questions in the mind of a receiver. It helps in better decision making. For example, if you come to me for counseling, for career counseling, if I give you complete information and if I clarify all your doubts, it will help you in better decision making. And if you are a person with completeness of information, you will be able to persuade the audience. What is the last point? What is the meaning of the word persuade? What is persuade the audience? Last point का meaning क्या है? What is the meaning of the word persuade? Anyone knows the meaning of the word persuade?
To convince someone.
Very good. So you will be able to convince people not with clarity and and not with clarity and courtesy. You'll be able to convince people when you have complete information. When you work in an organization, when you want to speak to your clients, when you want to speak to your customers, when you want to talk to, for a collaboration with someone, you must be an employee with complete information. When you have complete information, people trust you more. And complete information helps you to build your reputation through communication. You understand? Reputation. So in the world, you see two kind of people. One person has complete information. One person has incomplete information. And some people have no information. वो भी ऐसे भी लोग होते हैं. They just roam around with no information. But, in college, if you see, there are two kind of students. One with complete information. Second with incomplete information. They're all in the same class. They're all studying in the same class. But the difference is one has complete information, one has incomplete information. So a good communicator, if you want to build your reputation, your goodwill, your image through communication, you must work on the first C, that is clarity. Second C, that is courtesy. Third C is very important. That is, you must have the complete information about what you are speaking. How many of you know who is this person?
Sundar Pichai, CEO of Google.
Okay. Okay, after the lecture gets over, you will all watch his speech on YouTube and see these people are people I selected. They have all the 7 C's of communication in the speeches. You know, when you look at the speech, hear the speech, you will see that they have all 7 C's of communication while they deliver their message to the audience. Okay, the first one was Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. The second was Barack Obama. The third is Sundar Pichai. If you listen to all their speeches, you will be able to understand that they use clarity, courtesy, completeness, and the remaining 4 C's of communication. The next C, clarity ho gaya, courtesy ho gaya, completeness हो गया. The fourth C of communication is correctness. A lot of students I see, in college, even in college, they make spelling mistakes. While they speak, they make grammatical mistakes. How is you? Is it how is you? It should be how are you, right? Huh? I didn't knew. Is it right English? Is it right English?
No, sir.
What it should be?
I didn't know.
I didn't know. Okay, I didn't know. So a lot of people, while communicating, they have words. They may have good English, but they don't have the fourth C of communication, and that is grammatical mistakes. They don't know how to frame the sentences in a grammatical manner. Okay, and they make spelling mistakes. Spelling mistake, I'll tell you, some very funny spelling mistakes that students make, and they love to make. Okay, which I keep saying. For message, they write massage. For message, they write massage. And recently I saw one spelling, I give an assignment, and I saw the spelling mistake repeatedly, made by students. For semester, the spelling of semester is what? S-E-M-E-S-T-E-R, semester. For some people, the spelling is semester, S-E-M-I. It's not S-E-M-I. I know this sounds like semester, but it is semester, semester. You understand? So a lot of people make grammatical mistakes while they speak. I didn't came. Okay, it's wrong. I didn't come. I wasn't aware. When I say they are attending the lectures, you can say they is attending the lectures. Is they are, subject verb agreement. So a good communicator must also use the fourth C of communication, that is called correctness. Why to use correctness? When you use correctness, your message is exact, correct, well timed. And when you are confident about your grammar, when you are confident about the grammatical usage of language, and when you are confident about your spellings, you will be confident about what you speak and what you write. And when you have correctness in your message, you will be able to create greater impact on the audience. And you will be able to make appropriate and correct usage of the language in the message. Who is this?
Sir Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
See, all of you know. Now, have you heard his speech after cricket, after in the press conference and all, how he speaks? What is he known for? Cricket, obviously. Apart from that, what?
For his coolness.
For his coolness, calmness, courtesy, clarity, completeness, correctness. So he's a good communicator because he uses all the 7 C's of communication while he speaks to the audience. Yeah, about his answers, Shubham. Thank you, Shubham. Okay, so if you want to be an effective communicator, boys and girls, you need to first implement clarity in your communication, courtesy in your communication, completeness in your communication, and you must also implement correctness in your communication. The 5th C of communication is conciseness. Okay, what is conciseness? Conciseness means conveying maximum information in minimum words. I know a lot of people who are good communicators, who can speak good English, but they don't know to speak in concise manner. What is conciseness? I repeat again, boys and girls. Conciseness means the ability to convey maximum message in minimum words. The ability to convey what? Maximum message or maximum information. The ability to convey maximum information in minimum words is called as conciseness. So now, I have a lecture 1.5 hours. I have to finish all the 7 C's of communication. So I know in the are you that you see every day? Can you give some general examples of conciseness that you see every day in your life? Every day you all see. What is that? Newspaper headings. Okay, good, Shubham. Thank you. What else? Very good, Shubham. Thank you for being so interactive, Shubham. What else? Advertisements, boys and girls. Advertisements. Ads are for how many seconds? Ads are for how many seconds? Have you? Bolo.
So 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
1 minute mostly.
30 to 40 seconds. Okay, 30 to 40 seconds. Right. Okay, 30 to 40 seconds के होते हैं normal ad. 30 to 40 seconds. So have you seen in 30 to 40 seconds, they convey maximum information in minimum words, right? All the advertisements you see, boys and girls, in just 30 seconds or max 40 seconds, they convey maximum information in the minimum of words. That is the next C that you must all implement in your personal communication. The ability to convey your information in a concise manner, convey maximum information in minimum words. Okay, I'll give you one more example. See, now you study for the entire semester. And now you have your exams coming up, right? And the exam is for how many hours?
2 hours.
2 hours or 2.5 hours. 2 hours or 2.5 hours, whatever. Okay, 2 hours. In just 2 hours, you have to write down everything that you have studied, everything that you have listened, everything that you have learned, everything that you have read, everything that you have understood. In just 2 hours, you have to write it in a concise manner, right? You understood? So examination is also a place where you have to be concise. Imagine if I keep on writing in the exam only one answer because I love that answer. Just because I love that question and I love that answer, if I keep writing 4 to 5 pages, क्या होगा exam में? What will happen in the exam?
We will miss to write the rest of our questions also.
Exactly. If you fall in love with one answer, no issues. You can write for pages and pages, but you will miss out your remaining answers. What does that mean? Even in the exams, you must learn to convey maximum information in minimum words if you want to complete your entire question paper. If you want to attempt all the answers and write all answers well, you must be able to convey maximum information in minimum words. You must use conciseness in your communication. Why is conciseness important? It is time saving and cost saving. When you have conciseness in your message, you underline and highlight the main message as it avoids using excessive and needless words. Conciseness का मतलब क्या है? You are avoiding excessive and needless words. Concise communication provides short and essential message in limited words to the audience. So the audience also love to listen to such people when you convey your message in a very concise and precise and impactful manner. The audience also will love to listen to you because you are a very, very concise and effective communicator. And concise message is very appealing and it is more comprehensible to the audience. Concise message is non-repetitive in nature. If you know how to convey your message in a concise manner, then you will create more impact on your audience. You'll be able to create more impact on your listeners, and you'll be able to create more reputation and goodwill and image for yourself. So conciseness is extremely important if you want to be an effective communicator. You all know who's this person? Who is this person?
Sir,
Okay. Have you all heard his speech? Okay, after the lecture gets over, after listening to my speech, after listening to my lecture, after listening to the 7 C's of communication, I want you all to aaj sone se pehle, before going to sleep. Even if you miss your dinner, it is fine, no issues. Okay, you can miss your dinner, no issues, but don't miss at least 5 minutes. Watch the speech of all these people. कितने लोगों को मैंने नाम दिया starting से? How many names I gave you from first? First कौन सा नाम था?
APJ Abdul Kalam.
Second, very good.
Barack Obama.
Very good. Third,
Sundar Pichai.
very good. Fourth,
MS Dhoni.
very good. Fifth,
Sir Ratan Tata.
very good. So these are people you will remember. Nelson sir, you will forget. Okay, after the lecture gets over, you'll forget me. But these people you will remember. Why you remember? Because you know them as great communicators. They have made a mark in the industry, in their respective fields. They are known for their communication. Definitely, they are known for their expertise, their sports or industrial expertise. But more than any of these things, they are known for their communication skills also, boys and girls. The next C of communication is concreteness. Very important, concreteness. Now, what is concreteness? Concreteness means you got to be particular about what you're saying, clear about what you're saying, and not fuzzy and general. Concreteness strengthens the confidence. I'll give you a simple example. Now, if there are two speakers, one speaker speaks only sentences and the other speaker gives statistics, gives facts, gives figures, gives examples, gives records, and gives evidence while speaking. Who is going to be more effective?
The second one.
Second one. Why is he more effective? Because he's giving
More details and information.
how is he doing that? How is he doing that?
By giving the data.
By giving the data. Very good. By giving the facts, by giving examples, by giving records, by giving figures, by giving statistics. What is that called? Concreteness. Samajh gaya? So when you speak with evidence, when you speak with record, when you speak with facts, when you speak with figures, and when you have an authentic, reliable, credible information with you, you are a concrete communicator. Because concreteness, completeness, and correctness, tino milke, you will become a very confident speaker in any gathering in front of anyone. So now you have to introspect, boys and girls. You have to introspect. What is introspect? Abhi aap puchenge introspect kya hai? What is the meaning of the word introspect?
To analyze.
To analyze yourself. Very good. To examine yourself. To look into yourself is called as introspect. What is retrospect? Retrospect. Retrospect क्या होता है? Retrospect. To look back into your past. To look back into your past is called retrospect. See, we have no time for introspect. We don't have time to retrospect. We always have time to inspect. बाकी लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, ये क्या कर रहे हैं, वो क्या कर रही है. We always are trying to find out what others are doing. We don't have time to look into ourselves, introspect. We don't have time to look into our past mistakes and not repeat those mistakes in future. We always inspecting what others are doing. You know, so a concrete speaker, if you want to be a concrete speaker, you must be able to, when there are two speakers standing to speak, the person who's got data, statistics, records, facts, figures makes him more confident, and the other person has only information. So he will only share the information. He's not having concrete information. And always the audience loves to listen to people who have concrete information and not just information. So concreteness is what? When you support your message with facts and figures, when you support your information with facts and figures, it is called as concreteness. So concreteness makes use of words that are clear and that build the reputation. So if you want to build your reputation in life, I'm not talking about money, I'm not talking about car, I'm not talking about your property, your building, your estates. Okay, I'm not talking about all these material things. I'm talking about soft skills. If you want to build your reputation, you need to work on the soft skills. I'm not talking about buildings and towers and iPhone. You know, this day people flaunt iPhones all the time. You know, they feel having an iPhone is reputation. As you know. Okay, they feel having a luxurious car is a reputation. They feel staying in a luxurious building is reputation. The real reputation is what? Having these 7 C's. Clarity. If you can talk clearly to people, you have a good reputation. If you can talk politely to people, courteously to people, you have a good reputation. Second, if you can talk with complete information, you have reputation. If you use correctness in your communication, you have reputation. Reputation मिलने के लिए और कुछ नहीं करना है life में. You understand, boys and girls? Do you agree with me? Now you understood why I slightly changed the topic from 7 C's of communication to communication and reputation. Do you agree with me, girls and boys?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay, so if you implement all the 7 C's in your communication, you will enhance your reputation. You will build your reputation. You will build your image. You will build your professional image. And wherever you go, you will be a good communicator. You understand? So now you have to analyze yourself. In this session, okay, this soft skills session, today is the last day. You have to analyze yourself. Which C is missing in my life? Which C is missing in my life? Which area I have to work on? Is it clarity? Is it courtesy? Is it completeness? Is it correctness? Is it concreteness? Maybe one of the C's is missing in your life. Maybe 2 C's are missing in your life. Maybe 3 C's. Or maybe a part of all the 7 C's are missing in your life. You need to identify which C is missing in your life and why it is missing. Start working on it and you will see your confidence will start growing day by day. So a concrete speaker, you know what he does? He makes use of words that are clear and that build a reputation. Concrete messages are never misinterpreted. When you speak with facts and figures, evidence and records, your messages will never be misinterpreted. Who is this?
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. Okay. So I told you after the session gets over, soft skills session, 10 days ka session gets over, you will listen to the 7 speakers I said. Okay, 7 speakers, and see how they are effective in communication and why they are effective in communication, and you can also be one of them in the years to come. The last C of communication is consideration. Okay, I may have good clarity, good courtesy, good completeness, correctness, conciseness, concreteness. I may have all the 7 C's, but if I don't have consideration, all my 6 C's are in vain. You understand? I may have all the 6 C's, but if I don't have the 7th C, all my 6 C's are in vain. Vain. कुछ फायदा नहीं है उसका. Why? A good communicator must be able to step into the shoes of others. A good communicator must understand the viewpoints, background, mindset, and education level of your audience. A good communicator must also try to understand the emotions of your audience. Envisage, understand your audience. A good communicator must also ask the audience. Okay, thank you, Shivam. Okay, and so I must first see my audience, and depending on the message, depending on my audience, I must be able to frame my message. You understand? I should be first able to understand my audience, see my audience, understand their emotions, understand their background, understand their mindset. Now, for example, I'll tell you an example. Now I'm talking to all of you. Okay, you all graduates, you all undergraduate students. So I'm talking to you at a different level. Suddenly, if I have to speak to a group of students from school, what should I do? The same topic. What should I do? What should I do? I'm asking you people. If I have to explain the same topic, yeah, tell me.
Speak in a
Nishita.
simple language where they can understand.
Very good. Yeah, speak in a simpler language which they can understand. Very good. Imagine if I have to explain the same topic to a corporate employees who are working in an organization. What will I do?
We should use formal language.
I'm already using formal language, Vasu, but I have to use a more formal language with more formal examples. Okay, because they are all corporates. They all working in an organization and they all at a very high level. So I have to accordingly change my message. You understood what I'm saying? Consideration kya hota hai? Consideration means depending upon your audience, depending upon the receiver of your message, depending upon the background of your audience, depending upon the mindset of your audience and the education level of your audience, you should be able to frame your message according to their needs. So consideration is the very important thing. In consideration, the first point is emphasizes on you approach. A good communicator always focuses on you. Okay, I'm here for you. My services, okay, our services are for you. Okay, I'm here to help you. May I help you? Okay, NSS में बोलता ना, not, there's a line for NSS. Now, what is that?
Not me. Not me, but you.
Exactly, not me, but you. So even NSS has that line, that slogan, not me, but you. A good communicator should not emphasize on himself, but rather emphasize on others. And that is why I'm a social worker too. I emphasize on others more. So when you have a you attitude and when you speak to the audience, you put in a lot of passion and you exhibit a lot of interest in the audience. And this will always get positive reaction from the audience. Positive reaction. It will show that you are very positive. And when you use consideration in your speech, what happens, boys? You always speak on what is possible and not what is impossible. You always emphasize on what is possible and not what is impossible. If you want to be a good communicator and if you want to use consideration, what you should do? You should be able to lay stress on positive words such as jovial, committed, thanks, warm, healthy, help, thank you, sorry. All these positive words you must use in your life regularly. For a small thing, even when for small things, learn to say a thank you. Imagine you're buying a vegetable from a vegetable seller. After buying the vegetable, say a thank you. You're traveling in a rickshaw, you pay the traveling fare, say a thank you. Okay? Use that consideration every now and then. You have a maid at home who cooks food for you, say a thank you. Say a sorry. Okay? So all of this will enhance your consideration. And who is this?
Sunil Chetri.
Very good. Who said that?
So, Mr.
Okay, Sunil Chetri. Shivam, can you speak something about him?
Sir, he's the captain of a football team, national football team.
And why is he so popular?
Sir, because in the last FIFA ranking, he was the third. First was Ronaldo, second was Messi, and third was him.
Very good. So he's a very, very prominent player. Very, very prominent player. So today, after the session gets over, you've listened to me for like around 45 minutes, around 30, 40 minutes. But after the speech, after my lecture gets over, I want all of you to listen to these great personalities. And in the years to come, I'm very sure that all of you are going to be one of these great personalities among these great personalities. But for that, boys and girls, you need to implement the 7 C's of communication on a regular basis in your life, starting with clarity, courtesy, completeness, correctness, conciseness, concreteness, and consideration. If you have all the 7 C's in your communication, you automatically get the 8th C of communication. What is that?
Confidence.
Very good, Dhruti. Thank you so much. If you have all the 7 C's of communication in your regular conversations, interactions on a day-to-day basis, then definitely you will be able to enhance your reputation and you will always have confidence while you speak to others. So if you feel you are not confident, if you feel you have lack of confidence, that means one of the 7 C's is missing in your communication. You need to work it out. You need to work out on those areas as well. Find out why you have problems in those 7 C's, those C's of communication, and practice on a regular basis. I wish you all the best. Okay, and may you all be effective in social work and effective as a communicator. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Very enlightening session.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Very informative. Very nice session, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
Jinal, you may continue.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like Gehenna Kadkumpura to vote of thanks.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes. Perfectly audible.
Okay. I, Ghana Gopi, on behalf of NSS Cell University of Mumbai, NSS Unit B28, Department of English of Nagindas Khandwala College of Commerce, Arts and Management Studies, Autonomous, consider it my privilege to propose a vote of thanks for this webinar. We are extremely grateful to Dr. Nelson Daniel for addressing us on this topic. He took valuable time out of his busy schedule to do this for us. I am sure all the participants must have benefited immensely from today's session. 7 C's of communication. Thank you, sir. We request everyone to join for the validatory event. Thank you.
Sir, बोलो. We request Dr. Chaube, Vivek J. Chaube, sir, to address the gathering. Sir, sir, I think Chaube sir is not in the meet. So, Sunar sir, can you please continue?
Chaubis sir is back.
Sir, Chaube sir will be there in 5 minutes.
Okay, we'll wait for him.
Okay, sir.
They are, but due to some technical issues, we request everyone to join the meeting at 6:45. We'll start our valedictory session at 6:45.
Yes, yes. All of you please join at 6:45 for valedictory function. Dr. Nelson Daniel has really enlightened us on the very important aspect of correspondence, communication, 7 C's of communication. Thank you very much, sir, from the bottom of my heart. Despite your busy schedule, you just have taken the lecture. Thank you very much, sir. Thanks a lot.
Before leaving, we request everyone to switch on their camera for a photo.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank
The
you so much.
feedback form link
Thank you,
will
sir.
be forwarded in the valedictory session itself.
Feedback form will be posted in the validity section.
The meeting is over now, no? The meeting is not over. The valedictory session will start soon.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Edwin, sir, good evening.
Good evening,
Good evening,
sir.
sir.
Yes, start now.
Good evening, everyone. Starting with our valedictory session, we request our uh, program officer, Dr. Vivek J. Chaube, to give address the gathering.
So, respected Director Madam, Dr. Mrs. Nancy Jose, our Principal Professor Dr. Moshmi Datta, Vice Principal Professor Dr. Mona Mehta, OSD NSS University of Mumbai Professor Sushil Shinde, Director NSS University of Mumbai Professor Sudhir Puranik, convener of this particular program, this particular university level soft skill development program, Professor Nandakishore Sonar sir, HOD Department of English, Nagindas Khandwala College, Professor Neeta Dhote, our colleague and resource person, Professor Edwin Matthias, the NSS program officers of various colleges, district coordinators, area coordinators, NSS volunteers of our college and other colleges, participating colleges, and student volunteers. Here, I am very happy to speak on occasion of valedictory session. As you know that I am in a training session, a short-term program from HRDC, so I could not join on all the days. But I am very happy that continuously we are conducting this program for last 7 years. And for last 3 years, it is in online mode and it is at university level we are conducting. Last year, the participation was more than 1,000. This year, I know that because of examination schedule and various colleges and student volunteers are busy, so they must have, be busy in their examination preparations. But still, we have around 80 plus enrollments from various colleges. This soft skill development program, which our Nandakishore Sonar sir has devised, and he has brought resource person from different walks of life. Sir, I compliment you for this particular task and sincerely doing for so many years. Sir has arranged speaker, for your overall personality development, not only academics, but also computer related, digital, technology. There was a session on stress management. There was a session on listening skill. There was one session on social media, how you have to behave on social media. Then there was a session by Prabhu sir, I think, on connecting with people. So such a beautiful sessions were there. And today's session, our Nelson sir has taken, Dr. Nelson, he has taken on 7 C's of communication. So all these sessions must have very beneficial to you all. I expect that you will use whatever skills you have learned in last 9 days in this soft skill development program. This will make your life easy to, have the communication in a better manner. Even it will help you to adjust according to the situations. And I feel that, certain sessions touched upon your mental capacity and mental behavior. So that will also lead to you overcoming on different types of hurdles in your life, challenges in your life, and creative thinking coming out of it. So my best wishes, and I'm sincerely thankful to our college management and the NSSL University of Mumbai for giving us permission, granting the permission to conduct it in online university level activity. So my sincere thanks to Professor Sudhir Puranik as well as OSD NSS Professor Sushil Shinde and entire team. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now we request the convener of this program, Dr. Assistant Professor Nand Kishore Sonar sir, to address the gathering.
Good evening to all of you. At the outset, let me thank our director, Madam, Dr. Mrs. Nancy Jose, our very efficient and dynamic and motivating principal, Madam, Professor Dr. Moshmi Datta, Vice Principal and IQAC Coordinator, and who is always motivating us, Dr. Mona Mehta. I am thankful to OSD of the University of Mumbai, NSSL, Professor Sushil Sindesa. I am also thankful to the director of NSS, University of Mumbai. I also express my thankfulness to HOD of the Department of English, Professor Nita Dhote, and our area coordinator, who has mentioned that I am the convener and I have been doing. It is because of you and Nita Madam and all the team, Edwin sir, Vaishali Madam, Shetkar sir. It is because of all of you, sir, this is possible, and my very vibrant NSS program, NSS student volunteers. You have been constantly supporting me, along with our principal madam, director madam, and Mona Mehta madam. Because of your guidance, assistance, and cooperation, it would not have been possible. It is a teamwork, and in team together, everyone achieves more. So I am thankful to all of you, especially all my volunteers, student volunteers, all the program officers of different colleges, student volunteers, and Tisha, Dheeraj, Kanishk, and I can't means there are so many Miti. Then so many volunteers are there who have been constantly taking a lot of effort in order to make this program successful. So I am very thankful to all of you, and I am requesting you, whatever you have learned, please carry it forward. Since we the Indians known as the custodians of values, and it is up to us to pass these values to the next generation or amongst your friends. And our Chaube sir always is ready for whatever you are doing constructively. You just go ahead. I am very thankful to you, sir. You have been taking a lot of effort since last few years in NSS. I am very thankful to you. And our Edwin sir is also there, who is always, even if he is younger than me, he always guides me also. Nita madam is also there for motivation. And thank you very much to all of you. And last but not the least, our management. It's very cooperative, supporting, and always you can say that motivating us for doing such activities. So thank you, all of you, all the program officers, student volunteers, and be an active, responsible member of the citizen. As our NSS song and our college anthem also itself encompasses all these soft skills. So according to that, you behave in our life. That's my intention, and adjustment with the environment, and be a responsible citizen of India. That's what. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, all of you. Please. Over to you, Tisha.
Now we request you to continue with the report.
Anish, you are going to read it now. You are, please unmute yourself, Anish.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir, I am audible.
Yes, yes, you are audible. Please read the report.
Okay, sir. So, first of all, I'd like to thank everyone for joining us for this session. So, I'll start from the day one, that is the inauguration ceremony. In the inauguration ceremony, it took place on on the first day, like the 21st of February 2023 of the soft skill program, where the principal professor Dr. Moshmi Datta encouraged the students by their peaceful words. Area coordinator of Russian Suburban of University of Mumbai and NSS program officer Dr. Vivek J. Chaube also introduced the participants about the whole program and also the program convener assistant.
Anish, you can be slightly slower. You can be slower, loud and slow.
Okay, sir. I think so. So should I start again?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Firstly, I would like to thank everyone for joining us for this session, validity function. So I'll start from the day one. On the first day of the soft skill program, we had the inauguration ceremony where the principal professor Dr. Moshmi Datta encouraged the students by the peaceful words. I will, and also the area coordinator of Western Suburban of University of Mumbai and NSS program officer Dr. Vivek J. Chaube also introduced the participants about the whole program. And also the program convener, Assistant Professor Nandkishore Sonar, and Officer on Special Duty of University of Mumbai, OSD, Professor Sushil Sindre sir, also made the participants aware about the importance of soft skill, and also the head of English department, Associate Professor Dr. Nita Dhote, also introduced the students about the program. Heading towards, we had the first session on the listening skills where Assistant Professor Edwin Matthias took the session on listening skills. The students learned about the importance of being a good listener. The volunteers, with full confidence, made this session super interactive. On day two, we had the session on social media skills. Assistant Professor Preeti Rao took the session on the social media skills where the students learned about the pros and cons of users on social media. In a daily life, volunteers also did understand the importance of social media for growth in various sectors, which was again good for employment. On day three, we had the session on connecting with people in where the Dr. Vinay Prabhu, the ex-head of Department of Psychology, took the session on connecting with people. The speaker introduced the volunteer regarding the importance of making connections, relations in life, and also about the way of being authentic that helps in maintaining the connections. On day four, we had stress and coping in where Assistant Professor Amrita Sahasrabuddhe took session on important topic. The volunteers that we get though through our daily life hassles and heading towards the uh,
I
Assistant
think
Professor
there is some
Nandkishore Sonar sir took session on group
network
mission.
issue.
That's a discussion also.
Ganesh, there is a network issue from your side.
So someone else can read. No problem.
I'll
Am I audible now?
continue. I'll continue with the day 4 session. Day 4 session.
Okay, you continue. Tisha, you continue.
Yes, sir. Stress and coping. On this day, Assistant Professor Miss Amrita Shasnabuddhe took a session on very important topic on stress and coping. The volunteers learned about the types of stress that we get through our daily life hustles and other aspects. The theories of cope this stress were also discussed. Day 5, a session named Group Discussion. In this session, Assistant Professor Nankishore Sanar took session on group discussion. The students learned about the importance of discussion whether with friends, parents or in corporate sector. The students also learned how group discussions also help to increase participants' attention and help maintain their focus by involving them in learning process. Day 6, Digital Awareness. In this session, Professor Suresh Shetkar took session on digital awareness, which is in the center of daily life, where we all use social media almost every day. The topic proves to be very important, since being digitally aware is very important for making our work easy and accessible. The volunteer learned about new features and pros and cons of daily working digitally. Day 7, English Grammar. In this session, Professor Ms. Neeta Dhote ma'am explained students about the importance of grammar in communication in several ways. The volunteers learned about the usage of grammar in various ways. The interactive session was truly informative, which made all students fall for English grammar. Day 8, session NSS and personality development. In this session, Professor Dr. Vivek J. Chaube explained students about the importance of NSS, its benefits. The interactive session was truly fascinating, which made all the students fall for the NSS. The students also learned how NSS helps in personality development. And the session day 9, 7 C's of communication. In this session today, Assistant Professor Dr. Nelson Daniel explained about the 7 C's of communication. The session was really helpful in guiding students for a proper communication skill and shaping them for their future endeavors through the concept of 7 C's of communication. More than 230 students have registered in this soft skill development program from different 40 colleges. So we thank all the colleges POs to send their volunteers in our this soft skill development program. Now we request Sonar sir to continue with the session.
Hello. Yes. Now, is there anyone who want to say something about this program from other colleges?
Feedback from other colleges.
Feedback? Yeah.
From other colleges. Any college students, other volunteers of non-Nagindas Khandwala college students.
Yeah.
You can unmute and keep your video on, and then you can say. Short feedback. I think now you have developed the confidence, you can speak.
Isha from Satay College.
Yes,
raise your hand. Anyone? Yes. Yes. No.
Hello, sir. I am a student of Kharepatan College. Thank you for all your sessions. These are informative, all of sessions. So thank you.
Yes. Anyone? Thank you. Thank you, Nosin.
Jai Hind, sir. Myself, Yogita Wankhede, student of FY BCom and NSS volunteer. I just wanted to say that thank you for all your guidance and all your information. All the sessions was very good. I have learned a lot of things about NSS and other activities also. So thank you so much. Um, thank you. My college name is Jayesh Bhai Magan Bhai Patel. Thank you.
Very good, very good. Other students, please respond. See, unless and until you speak, you will not get confidence.
Roshni, please. Yes, Roshni.
Yeah, sir. I'm Roshni Siddharshi Burare from Lokmanya Tilak College of Engineering, Kopakhelle. I appreciate the time and efforts that you have put into planning and delivering this session. The diverse range of topic covered has provided me with a well-around understanding of various social issues and have equipped me with the skills and knowledge to make positive impact in my community. Once again, thank you for the valuable experience. I'm grateful to have been a part of this program and look forward to apply what I have learned in my future endeavors. Thank you, everyone.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you, Roshni. Yeah. Yes, Yogi.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. Yeah, Manikandan.
Sir, I am Manikandan Chalogma from Guru Nanak College NSS unit. Sir, I have learned many more things in this 7 days lectures, and I have get more knowledge about soft skills. So I have thank you to all for your sections. Once again, I thank you, sir.
Very good. Very good. Thank you, Manikandan.
Even 2 volunteers from our college. First year volunteers.
So we have
First
got
year
feedback
NSS
on
volunteers
the
from Nagindas.
chat box also. Hello, sir.
Yes.
We have got the feedbacks on our chat box also.
That is there. Chat box में feedback form डाल दो. But
No,
others,
we have got,
if you want to speak.
we have got feedbacks from different colleges on the chat box.
Okay, you are getting. So you can read out. Read out मत करो चलेगा. Because other.
Gena, feedback.
ठीक है टीचर. Proceed. Next ले लो.
We thank the MKES management for giving us the permission to organize this event. We also thank our principal professor, principal Dr. Mrs. Sorry, sir.
Principal Professor Dr. Moshmi Datta.
Moshmi Datta. Principal Professor
Dr. Moshmi Datta, Vice Principal and IQAC Coordinator, Professor Dr. Mona Mehta, and we also thank Nelson sir and his student Mukesh for coordinating with us for the YouTube live. And we also thank the English department and the convener or HOD of the English department as Associate Professor Neeta Dhote ma'am. We also thank the convener of this program, Nand Kishore Sonar sir, Our program officer, Dr. Vivek J. Chaube and Dr. Vaishali Godeswar, for rendering us this constant support. We also thank all the student leaders for their coordination and support. We also thank the students from the guest and host colleges to participate in this event and make it a success. We request everyone to fill the feedback form and continue with the session. We'll let you will receive the certificates in few days.
Yes, we also thank our management and director, Madam, Dr. Mrs. Nancy Jose, and our principal, Madam, Professor Dr. Moshmi Datta, our IQAC coordinator and vice principal, Dr. Mona Mehta, and all the department members of English department members, NSS, all team members, all the program program officers of different colleges. Thank you very much. Thanks to area coordinator Vivekji Chaube, Professor Vivekji Chaube, all the student volunteers, last but not the least. Thank you very much for your constant support. Thank you. Please fill up the feedback form and then leave the meeting, okay?
One thank you to the audience also, all the NSS volunteers of the NIT colleges and our own college. Without you, all this function wouldn't have been.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Yeah.
Madam.
Thank you.
Various feedbacks are coming in chat box. Sir, may I leave now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
So, we'll take a photo.
Please send the feedback form again.
Everyone, please turn on your cameras to the group photo.
Done, guys.
Thank you, everyone. You can leave after you fill the feedback form.